And I'm eating at the beat like it gave a little speed to a great white shark on shark week.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the news, the Prime Minister delivers the final contribution to the 2024-25 budget debate. Plus, the Minister for Grand Bahama expounds on the Afro-Caribbean marketplace. And the transformation on the horizon for Garden Villas area. We have the details. The Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
You know, I talk with Grand Bahama, and I want to say that Grand Bahama holds a special place in my heart. I know many great Grand Bahamians, and I feel their frustration at the lack of progress on the island over the years.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening, all. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. In his final contribution to the budget debate, the Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, highlighted several key initiatives his administration is implementing on Grand Bahama. We have the details in this top story.
Our objectives are clear, and unlike the poorly thought of decision by the Minister administration when they bought the Grand Lucayan, we have a fully developed plan.
Throughout the 2024-2025 budget communication, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis announced a series of initiatives aimed at boosting the quality of life for Grand Bahamians.
We have expedited the process for the new hospital, which has already started and is popping out the ground. The demolition of the Grand Bahama International Airport has started to make room for the new airport. We have well over $2 billion in incoming investments, ranging from the new cruise port, the shipping yard expansion, and multiple new resorts that will provide jobs and business opportunities on the island.
One significant move is the purchase of the International Bazaar, which is expected to stimulate growth and expansion on the island.
The government is purchasing the Princess Towers, El Casino Building, West Sunrise Road, and the International Bazaar for the purpose of redevelopment to bring about even more growth on that island.
Efforts to revamp the arrangement with the Grand Bahama Port Authority are also ongoing. Prime Minister Davis emphasized at this point while cautioning opposition members about their criticisms.
Keep in mind that the people of Grand Bahama will remember who stood with them for a better Grand Bahama, and the people will also remember who served as the water boys, carrying the water for the Port Authority. Fear-mongering to try and make Grand Bahamians afraid, to challenge the status quo, won't work this time. Those scare tactics are falling on deaf ears as the vast majority of people on the island are hungry for change.
The nation's leader reiterated his administration's stance with the Grand Bahama Port Authority while addressing concerns that their position might deter investment on the island.
The way Grand Bahama's economy is set up right now, investors are eagerly anticipating the changes at the Port Authority too. We will not stop pushing for progress on Grand Bahama until the Port Authority does right by the people and all parties can come to an agreement on a solution that serves the best interests of Grand Bahamians.
A $50 million investment is coming to the island of Grand Bahama. The Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, speaking to the latest project, which will transform the International Bazaar and Royal Oasis property. Jolanda Thompson-Everest reports.
The International Bazaar and the Royal Oasis grounds will soon be the home of the new African Caribbean Marketplace. Recently announced by the Prime Minister and the Minister for Grand Bahama, this eyesore will soon be transformed and is expected to once again become a thriving shopping mecca.
The signing of a project preparation facility with Afrexim Bank for the establishment of an Afro-Caribbean marketplace is indeed a significant achievement for the island of Grand Bahama. Not only will we be addressing a legacy issue with the unsightly, dilapidated structures in the International Bazaar and the Royal Oasis Tower and Casino, but we will also be creating a world-class tourist attraction.
Moxie notes that the islands of the Bahamas is the gateway to the Caribbean and that the retail center will serve as a platform showcasing pavilions of 54 African countries, 20 Caribbean countries, the islands of the Bahamas, as well as a logistics center.
16 islands of the Bahamas will have its own pavilion. So of course we will get to see what the Bahamas has to offer island by island. But the food, the arts, the craft, the music, the culture.
The minister reveals the project preparation will include the financial model of the project, architectural design, environmental assessment, and fundraising cost.
The development is a public-private partnership project, and it will be one where we're co-producing it with, like I said earlier, Afrexim Bank, with their Creative African Nexus unit, where we will ensure that the development is one that we can all be proud of, where the countries are represented with the best that each country has to offer.
Now, residents we spoke to say that they are looking forward to the transformation, and they believe that this is another key area that will help propel Grand Bahama forward. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Jolanda Thompson Everest.
One more big news coming out of Grand Bahama as transformation is on the horizon for the Garden Villas area, often referred to as the ghetto. Housing and Urban Renewal Minister Keith Bell unveiled major plans for the transformation of that area Monday morning. Raven Davis has the details in this report.
Just take a look at these rundown structures here in Freeport, Grand Bahama. This area known as Garden Village, but often referred to as the ghetto, is an all-around eyesore for those passing through. But guess what? This eyesore is about to undergo a major transformation. Minister of Housing and Urban Renewal, the Honorable Keith Bell, announcing plans to transform the area into an affordable housing subdivision. Welcome news for the community.
We had, for decades, Madam Speaker, persons living in these abandoned buildings. No water. As you can see, the roofs are off or damaged, severely damaged. And Madam Speaker, those buildings were there for like 30 years in the heart of Grand Bahama, an area where we actually had 5 sitting Free National Movement of Parliament members. But we're going to do it with just 2.
The housing situation in the area first came into focus back in September last year when Bell took on the new portfolio. Alongside the Minister for Grand Bahama, he led a contingent to tour the area. Now he emphasizes that for far too long, it has been a symbol of neglect.
Despite the selective application of regulations by the Grand Bahama Port Authority, which has allowed this area to deteriorate, we are taking decisive action to change the fate of these residents. Yes. Thanks to the effort, Madam Speaker, of the Minister of Grand Bahama, agreements have been entered for the purchase of several buildings already in Garden Villas in that area.
The buildings will reportedly be torn down and redeveloped.
This marks, Madam Speaker, a significant step towards not only eradicating blight, but also providing safe and affordable homes for our citizens. Madam Speaker, I went down there in Grand Bahama, and in one of those buildings there's an 80-year-old woman living in there. Wow. And so we have to have a heart. We have to take care of those less fortunate, Madam Speaker. We got to do it.
Bell made the revelation as he addressed the House of Assembly, emphasizing that the revitalization of Garden Villas represents a renewal of hope and opportunity for Grand Bahamians. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Raven Davis.
Well, police in Abaco are seeking the public's assistance in locating a stolen vessel on Sunday, June 16th from waters off Dundas Town. According to police, an 18-foot white Boston whaler boat with two Evinrude 60-horsepower engines. If you have any information that can assist police in locating this vessel, please contact 911-919 or the nearest police station in Abaco. Furthermore, anonymous tips are encouraged and can be submitted to Crime Stoppers at 300-8476. Out of 37 schools throughout the Bahamas, Sister Mary Patricia Jr. Russell placed third in junior local government. That story, sports, and more when the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, continues.
Hear that? If you listen closely, you can hear the heartbeat of a nation. That unique sound of a great country, pounding with colorful history, a rich culture, and unwavering ambition. When you look around, you recognize its pulse. The people who love to celebrate, who identify with triumph, a people who know how to be our brother's keeper. Commonwealth Bank, built by Bahamians, here for Bahamians, Bahamians helping Bahamians.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Celebrate this year's graduates by shopping with Bellevue Gifts, where you will find an array of graduation decor, confetti, foil balloons, tumblers, greeting cards, and gift sets. Congratulations to our 2024 grads from the management of Bellevue Gifts and Supplies.
The countdown is on for the best of the best concert weekend. Providenciales Turks and Caicos, featuring some of the hottest entertainers from the Turks and Caicos and the Bahamas. Get your tickets now. General admission $75, VIP $150, and are available at Nell's Variety Store, Jason's Elite Sports Bar, Basic Essentials, and Hall's Express Gas Station. For sections, tables, and skyboxes, phone Jason at 231-0018. It's the best of the best. Concert weekend. Providenciales Turks and Caicos.
They're light, they're trendy, and they're comfortable. Get your Crocs. Now available at John West, Nassau, and Freeport. John West. Let us put shoes on your feet.
At Harvey's Tech Bargains, West Mall Plaza, find the best deals on smart TVs, laptops, game consoles, tablets, cell phone accessories, gift cards, and so much more. Open Monday through Saturday, 8:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m.
Here at Freeport Decorators, we have hundreds of products for you to choose from. Whether you're in the market for trophies, plaques, rubber stamps, corporate signs, any kind of interior signage, stamps, or seals, we're your one-stop shop. We feature glass, acrylic, crystal awards for every occasion. We build all the trophies here on site. Looking for a gift item? We feature pens, key rings, mugs, tumblers, barbecue tools, even bamboo cutting boards. Have something already? Bring it on down. Let us see if we can print that special something on it for you. Need a headstone? Memorialize the memory of your loved one with a beautifully lasered granite marker. Our store hours are Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We focus on customization. So if you have an idea or a new concept, bring it on down or call us at 352-5557 or even WhatsApp your idea to us at 646-0777 and we will do our best to make your awards and recognition ideas a reality.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Welcome back. Out of 37 schools throughout the Bahamas, Sister Mary Patricia Jr. Russell placed third in junior local government. Each school submitted a comprehensive report and a 3-minute video highlighting their project with what needed to be done around the school. Sister Mary Patricia Jr. Russell, counselors created a school pantry where students could shop for groceries.
They saw where there were some students in their schools who came to school and didn't have, I guess, lunch money or snacks or anything of the sort, so they created a pantry and they gave junior console dollars to those kids so they were able to go into the store and shop with the junior console dollars and get something to eat.
We have a program that we want to continue and that we are ready to continue. with a $2,000 check, and with our funding next year, it can actually help more to keep the food into the pantry and go on with other projects.
It was very awesome, a very awesome experience.
A $2,000 check was presented to the Junior Local Government Program by Member of Parliament for North Andros and the Berry Islands and Parliamentary Secretary Leonardo Lightbourne.
And I congratulate you on your amazing achievement. You all should be proud of yourselves. To the Junior Council members, I applaud your engagement and initiative in participating in local governance and community activities this past year.
And that's a look at stories making news. Jay, tell us what's happening in sports.
Well, Ramiko, coming up in sports, the Andre Rogers Baseball Nationals is set to begin this week in Grand Bahama. Don't go away. Sports is next, right after this break.
Hurricane season is here. The Lucaya Service Company Limited would like to remind you to stay safe and be prepared. In preparation for a storm, we encourage you to 1. Assess your property and all valuable items. 2. Seal your doors and windows and repair any loose siding. 3. Secure propane tanks and small yard items. 4. Check for loose fencing and posts to prevent missiles. 5. Trim trees in advance and regularly to protect your home. Post-hurricane tips. 1. Make note and take advantage of our bulk trash pickup schedule and times. This free one-time post-hurricane service is provided to all LESCO customers and subdivisions in Lucaya. 2. To ensure that your debris is picked up after a storm, please separate all bulk trash in 3 piles: vegetative debris, household appliances, and household furniture. 3. If utility lines are damaged or visible, please contact the appropriate authorities to ensure that lines are de-energized. A team member from the appropriate authority must verify and remove any terminated lines. For more information on bulk trash schedules and hurricane tips, please visit our website and Facebook page. Lucaya, your home, our service. Stay safe and be prepared.
The Forever Flower Shop. Check out our new selection of artificial flowers and wreaths. Choose stems for your own projects or get a pre-made arrangement as a quick fix to a dull space. If you're a soon-to-be bride, inquire about bulk ordering for floral options that won't break the bank. It's all here at Island Bedding and Furniture, located at number 5 Queens Highway, across from Caribbean Veterinary.
What are we gonna do? We forgot your daddy's birthday. He's in Eleuthera and we're all the way in Nassau. You got it? Okay. Yes, you're right.
Eleuthera for tomorrow? No problem.
Hungry? Save the day with this hack. The tastiest hack is no longer a secret. Order 2 medium one-topping pizzas from Pizza Hut Freeport for only $22. Enjoy Pizza Hut while spending less all the way to the crust. Visit us at the store, carry out, or delivery. 2 medium one-topping pizzas for only $22. Call us at 352-9191. Pizza Hut Freeport. Enjoy all the way to the crust. Pizza Hut Freeport.
Guess what? Budget Pest Control has something important to show you. Copta termites formisalis, the super termite. What makes them super? Their ferocious appetite can attack your home from below and above. They even attack forestry. But don't worry. Budget Pest Control has extensively studied this species on Grand Bahama. You can even check out our scientific paper. So you can count on us to protect your investment. Call Budget Pest Control, the termite specialist.
Welcome to Bellevue Business Depot, your ultimate destination for all your office and lifestyle needs. From top quality furniture to essential office supplies, copy paper, ink, and school essentials, we've got you covered. Visit our cafe for delicious coffee, Bahamian patties, hot dogs, nachos, and more. Our business center offers copies, emails, scans, prints, business cards, and even assistance with event programs and drawings. Trust our reliable Western Union service for sending money worldwide. Don't forget the balloons for that extra touch of magic for your celebration. Check out our range of printers and electronics for all your tech needs. Visit Bellevue Business Depot today, your one-stop shop for all your needs and more. Open Monday to Friday from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. and Saturdays from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Bellevue Business Depot, where convenience meets quality.
The Grand Bahama Port Authority Andre Rogers Junior National Baseball Championships are set for June 20th to the 23rd on Grand Bahama. Come support the next wave of Bahamian Major League prospects in 8 and under, 10 and under, 12 and under, and 14 and under at Amera Baseball Park. The Grand Bahama Port Authority Andre Rogers Baseball Nationals are back.
Good evening, ladies and gents. I'm Jay Philippe, and welcome to Sports. Well, Jonquel Jones had a career high on the weekend, but let's begin with the Andre Rogers Baseball Nationals set to begin this week. The Andre Rogers Junior National Baseball Championships is set to begin this Thursday, June 20th, through Sunday, June 23rd at the Amera Baseball Park.
Thursday, we're starting with our Junior National Championships. We have all the teams coming in from Grand Bahama, from New Providence. Then you have teams coming in from Abaco. And then all of the other memberships will be converging here in Grand Bahama for an exciting 3 days of competition in 4 age brackets, which is coach pitch, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then the 13, 14 division. It's going to be some exciting times, and we want to thank our title sponsor, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, who's making this all happen for us here in Grand Bahama as we bring in over 400 young kids coming in to play the sport that they love, baseball. So we'll be crowning champions in each one of those divisions. So it's going to be an exciting time.
Next in sports, Jonquel Jones scored a career-high 34 points as the New York Liberty pulled away in the second half to beat the defending WNBA champions, Las Vegas Aces, 90-82 on the weekend. Jones went 12 of 16 from the field, including 4 of 5 from the three-point line, to go along with 8 rebounds in the contest. With the win, the Liberty now improved to 12-2 on the season, riding a 8-game win streak. And last in sports, Grand Bahamian Donald Thomas repeats as the high jump champion at the NACAC New Life Invitational Meet held in New Providence on Sunday at the old Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. Thomas jumped a season best 2.28 meters, which is also a new meet record in that event. Ladies and gents, that is your quick check on sports. I'm Jay Philippe. As always, be blessed.
And now here's a check on your local weather forecast.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
'Cause it's so beautiful.
Your Monday Health is Wealth tip is coming your way next.
Do you know that if a person has HIV and takes their HIV medications regularly, they can live a long and healthy life? HIV medications reduce the virus level in the blood to undetectable levels, and this prevents the spread of HIV to other sexual partners. This is one way to prevent the spread of HIV. However, there are other ways to prevent HIV. Besides abstinence and the use of male and female condoms, HIV PrEP and PEP are 2 other ways to prevent the transmission of HIV. Hence, HIV is both preventable and treatable. I'm Dr. Norad Morgan. Schedule a consult today and learn how to preserve your health, as your health is your wealth.
Don't go away, a 2024 graduate is our Facebook friend of the night.
We all
all need to save time, gas, and money. Shopping at Save More can help you do just that. Make us your first stop for all your prescription needs and medical supplies. Get all your health and beauty items at the same time. And don't miss our huge choice of snacks to satisfy your cravings. And the largest vitamin selection and over-the-counter relief products. Need diapers and other baby care items? First stop. The new section for makeovers, cosmetics, and beautiful jewelry will make you sparkle for that next special event. Save More Drugs, your more store.
Throughout history, from bartering in ancient markets to the invention of paper currency, convenience has been at the heart of the way we pay. As time marched on, so have we, from barter to cash and cash to digital. Whether you pay with an online bank transfer, digital wallet, or contactless card, with digital payments, options abound. The world never stops evolving, and neither should you. Choose freedom, choose flexibility, choose convenience. The future of pay is digital. Visit us online at livedigitalbahamas.com and on social media.
For all of life's twists, turns, and defining moments, RBC is a blend for all of you.
Tired of the endless bank fees and long lines? The Grand Bahama Cooperative Credit Union is the solution to making your money work for you by providing you with free financial counseling, higher interest on savings plans, and lower interest rates on loans. Savings products such as Christmas and vacation clubs, fixed deposits, and annuity savings allow our members to prepare for today and tomorrow without all of the hassle. With GBCCU 352-4139.
Hi, this is Sweet Emily.
This is me now, Funky D.
I'm Veronica Bishop.
Talking fool is a very serious thing. Hey, this is Wilfred Solomon.
Jump and dance, and hey, this is Gino D.
Lose me, let me go. I don't want to be inside no more. Hey, y'all, this is your girl, Nishi LS, a.k.a. Miss Loose Me.
Hi, this is me, KB.
Says she promised she gon' marry me. Oh, yeah. Look, y'all, get ready to mash this party up. It's straight and graceful non-stop. It's your boy, D-Mac.
I'd go. This your boy, Shy Corley from Shy Corley and the VIPs. And listen, come go with me.
Come go with me to the best of the best concert weekend.
The best of the best.
Featuring the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands' best artists.
Come go with me. Rest well, the Grace Bay Plaza, Turks and Caicos Islands.
At the Grace Bay Plaza, TCI.
From June 27th to the 29th.
It's all about Grace Bay Plaza. D-Mac in the building.
Y'all don't want to miss it.
Grab your tickets now.
Grab your tickets now.
Grab your tickets.
Get your tickets now, because I ain't gonna lie.
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 I ain't gonna lie. I soon reach.
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 I gonna reach soon.
Your #1 news team covering the North. The Bahamas Tonight, Northern Edition.
Sharon Major of Hampton Academy, you are our Facebook friend of the day. We say congratulations and we wish you all the best. And that concludes the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. On behalf of the entire ZNS News team here in the North, I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to stay tuned. The Bahamas Tonight continues.
Your one-stop shop for all things news and entertainment.
Bringing you exclusive content from unique talents you can't find anywhere else.
keeping you updated with the top stories from across the nation.
And entertained with a variety of engaging content.
All in one place.
With one click.
You mean I can get all this in the palm of my hand?
Yes.
On all my favorite devices? Yes. And with unlimited access to all types of different content,
you won't need to look anywhere else.
That's ZNS Digital.
That's ZNS Digital. That's ZNS Digital.
That's ZNS Digital. ZNS Digital, the people station in your pocket.
We have more than anyone else. We are the most. We are news leaders, and credibility is the order of the day.
Why don't you come to the most? Only the Sun can cover you better than our new digital product with exclusive stories and entertaining content.
We are the most. Community TV page and radio community announcements. The most viewers and listeners in the country.
We have the most years of Bahama history recorded. There's no archive like ours.
I came back home to bring you even more in news and local programming. We're simply the most, the new ZNS.
Hey everyone, it's your boy Vontae, and welcome back to another episode of The Drop.
2 minutes to airtime. I came back home to make sure you have the most in news and entertainment. We're simply the most.
And I came back home to make sure that you have the most in information, education, entertainment, and inspiration. We're simply the most. The new ZNS, where only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
You're watching the ZNS Network, the People's Station.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, the National Report, the government renews its case for Bahamas Power and Light's restructuring, citing millions of dollars in legacy debt, infrastructure upgrades, and new purchases. What does a songwriter, public servant, and a doctor have in common? Plus, a tropical disturbance brews finds out what's to come and who stands to feel its impact. And in sports, a final push to qualify for the Paris Olympics. The Bahamas Tonight, the National Report, starts now.
ZNS News is brought to you by the new BTC. Fiber is here. Faster, stronger, more reliable. Together, we are unstoppable. Switch today.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Akush Lopinder, and this is the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. Thanks for tuning in. The budget debate closing out in the House of Assembly, with the chief legislator charging that the Free National Movement had no plans to address the near crisis at Bahamas Power and Light that is in need of a more than $1 billion cash injection to put it on the right course. Cleopatra Murphy has the details from the Prime Minister's budget wrap-up that also saw him dispel claims of the corporation's pending sale.
There are no plans to privatize Bahamas Power and Light, according to Minister of Finance, Prime Minister the Honorable Philip Davis, dismissing what he says is the false narrative being spewed by the Free National Movement, particularly after opposition leader Michael Pintard, during his budget contribution on Thursday, charged that BPL, by whatever name government wishes to call it, is in the midst of a privatization exercise.
I can assure you that as soon as the ink is dry on those agreements, the details will be shared with the Bahamian people. I just wanted to ensure that I directly addressed the misinformation that the side opposite has spread about our energy reform plans.
Minister of Energy and Transport, the Honourable Jobeth Colby-Davis, last week further expanded on government's energy reform plans, detailing a 25-year deal with Pike Corporation through its Bahamian management firm, Island Grid Solutions, to manage and upgrade New Providence's transmission and distribution network, while government would contribute BPL's transmission and distribution assets valued at $100 million in exchange for 40% of the shares in a special purpose vehicle, Bahamas Grid Company. Island Grid Solutions, on the other hand, would contribute $130 million in exchange for 60% of shares. Defending the deal, the Minister of Finance charged that government could have footed the more than $1 billion needed to upgrade BPL on the backs of Bahamians, ultimately costing them more, or choose partnership.
We have partnered with a wide range of companies involved with solar, LNG, and large-scale infrastructure projects to make this process financially feasible and expand our capacity to make changes at a national scale. Partnerships are powering many of our biggest initiatives, and they will be critical to our energy reform.
He explains why government selected Shell, that had available assets, and Island Grid with its capacity.
As a result of these partnerships, we do not have to sell any assets, privatize BPL, break the company up, terminate any employees, or violate any union agreements. We leverage these partnerships to make BPL stronger. Most importantly, Bahamian families struggling with high cost of living don't have to wait years for relief while they struggle to keep the lights on each month.
The nation's leader maintains reducing the cost of power gives businesses a chance to thrive because the country can't build a 21st century economy with 20th century infrastructure. He believes ultimately the power grid will be more efficient and reliable.
The full savings from our infrastructural work and large-scale introduction of solar and LNG won't be realized overnight, but over the next 24 months. Bahamian families and businesses can look forward to seeing steady and consistent savings on their electricity bills starting next month.
As of July 1st, the equity rate adjustment will be introduced that the Prime Minister says will adjust rates based on power consumed, benefiting all households. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Meantime, Housing and Urban Renewal Minister, the Honourable Keith Bell, using his budget contribution to chastise the Minister administration's decision to sell the National Insurance Board's entire American portfolio back in 2020, charging that it proved to be both short-sighted and detrimental for the Social Security net. House members heard how NIB had shares in companies like Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and JP Morgan Chase, stocks whose value has since increased.
The market data, listen to this. The market data since then shows a significant appreciation in the value of all of the shares, indicating that the decision led to considerable loss of the fund. The portfolio contains shares in some of the world's leading companies, as I've said, reflecting the high quality of the investments held. For example, Microsoft Corporation has experienced remarkable growth. On July 1st, 2020, Microsoft stock was valued at $206. As of June 2024, Microsoft shares are trading at $330, a 67% increase. Another noteworthy company is Amazon. On July 1st, 2020, Amazon shares were valued at $2,890 each. You can imagine that? As of June 2024, it's $3,500 per share.
Well, another Bahamian to be knighted, the King's 2024 birthday honors, conferring that prestigious title on songwriter and producer Gerald "Jerry" DeVoe for his services to humanity and entertainment. Mr. DeVoe, one of only 3 Bahamians named to the King's list this year, receiving the Companion of the Most Distinguished Order of St. Michael and St. George, or CMG, or Secretary to the Cabinet, Marcia Nicole Campbell, for his services to the public, and Dr. Franklin Joaquin for service to public health. Now, the King's honors recognize the exemplary services and contributions of all those who have made significant contributions to their field, usually on a national level. We turn our attention now to news from the police. An early start for crime scene investigators after a man's body is found in an open field off East-West Highway. Corval Python reports that very little is known about both the victim and the circumstances surrounding his death.
Police say it was shortly after 7 Monday morning, a passerby discovered the man's lifeless body in an open field just behind R. Bailey Park off the East-West Highway. Chief Superintendent Chrisling Skipping says the deceased appears to be in his early 30s.
Officers responded and discovered the body of a male with injuries consistent of gunshots.
Now, police are still at the early stages of their investigations and very little information was provided. But based on the stage of rigor mortis of the body, police believe that this man may have been dead for at least 12 hours.
At this time, we are unable to say what may have happened. We have very, very limited information at this particular time. And so we make an appeal to members of the public who may have been in this area sometime last evening or the early morning hours. You may have heard something, you may have seen something. We're asking you to reach out to the men and women of the Criminal Investigations Department and provide them with any information that you may have that can assist us with this investigation.
Meanwhile, police continue to investigate 2 other weekend incidents, including Sunday's early morning shooting at Jet Aviation on Coral Harbor Road. According to reports, a man was shot and killed as he arrived for work around 6 Sunday morning. That victim, identified as 38-year-old Giovanni Roll, was pronounced dead in the hospital. Police have since taken a 25-year-old man into custody in connection with this matter. In another incident on Saturday, police say an altercation between 2 brothers resulted in one of the men being killed after the elder brother struck his younger brother with a vehicle. That incident occurring on Carmichael Road and Milo Butler Highway. And again, police are appealing to anyone who may have seen something or to relatives that may be concerned about the whereabouts of their loved ones to come forward. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Python.
Well, thanks, Corval. This Father's Day weekend, a particularly busy one for police who on Sunday were alerted to an apparent drowning in the West Bay Street area. The victim, in this case, a 72-year-old man. Authorities sharing that the victim was at the time swimming with relatives around 5 p.m. that day. No added details given. The matter's under active investigations. We now turn our attention to weather. 17 days into the Atlantic hurricane season, experts are monitoring a disturbance that can potentially impact the Bahamas sometime this week. We have Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean joining us early on in our newscast with the latest details. Good evening, Basil. Which day are we looking at and what's the impact we should expect?
Well, good evening, Makisha. There are 2 areas we're looking at. There's one in the Gulf of Mexico. That one, not a problem for us, but we'll touch base with that as well. But there's one that we anticipate that will form right on our doorsteps, some several hundred miles to the east of the northwest Bahamas. That system is expected to move towards the west or even west-northwest over the next couple of days. So the islands that will be impacted with some heavy rainfalls will be Abaco and Grand Bahama. A trough extending out of that will affect the remainder of the northwest Bahamas, including the capital, with some light rain showers, and that will take place over the weekend. So we're looking for an elevation in the range over the weekend as this system continues to make that trek towards the west and west-northwest. As you can see on this next graphic here, showing clearly that Abaco is in the mix, Grand Bahama is also in the mix, and we have Eleuthera right just on the tail end of that, but we will be experiencing some light rains here in the capital, while the heavy rain showers will occur in Grand Bahama and Abaco. And then we take you to the Gulf of Mexico. This is the area just to the west of the Yucatan Peninsula. This one, the Hurricane Center has given it a 70% chance of developing over the next few days, but it will be moving towards Mexico, so not a problem for us. And let's take you back here to this slide. In case you're traveling to Florida over the weekend, you may want to reconsider because heavy rains will be impacting the Florida Peninsula starting on Thursday of this week, and that will continue right through the weekend. And with the floodings that they have been experiencing over the past several days, the ground's already saturated, so flooding is certainly imminent with this system approaching. Makishla.
Well, thanks, Basil. Still to come, the Afrexim Bank Conference dubbed a success. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
This portion of the news is brought to you by folk called Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
It's so new.
It's so radical. New, the Kentucky Pizza Sandwich. Crispy chicken topped with marinara sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni. It's so new. It's so radical. Order your Pizza Sandwich now at kfcnassau.com. It's finger-licking good.
When we started Stormframe Windows in 1999, we wanted to fabricate an impact-rated product to compete with the Florida market, and we've done this. There's no fabricator or vendor from Florida that can do what we can in the Bahamas. Because we fabricate locally and we're a local-based company, we have the capability to provide better customer service than our competitors. With all the worldwide supply chain issues, we at Stormframe have improved our fabrication process and have invested in stock to be able to produce our orders in 4 weeks. We also keep in stock over 400 windows and doors at standard sizes for walk-in customers to purchase. Our professional sales staff is here to assist you with the complete purchase and installation. We also service and ship to the out outlets.
Thank you for your support, Bahamas.
Thank you for your support, Bahamas.
Bank of the Bahamas understands that excellence in banking is not just a goal, but an unending journey. In just a few years, we have doubled the number of ATMs in our network. We've renovated facilities in Freeport and introduced new state-of-the-art premises in Nassau. Updated our website, making it easier for clients to stay in touch. And with our new mobile app, you can bank on the go 24/7. We've upgraded our cards to secure chip and contactless technology and introduced a chip and contactless debit card. And there's more to come, because excellence isn't about reaching a pinnacle. It's about cultivating a business that puts you at the center. BOB, your bank of solutions.
We all know that our country's electricity infrastructure is decades old. It is breaking down, it is too expensive, and it cannot transmit clean energy. Small changes aren't enough. We are taking it all on. Upgrading and modernizing the grid, solar power, major energy reform. That's how we get to lower prices and more reliable electricity. It will not happen overnight, but it will be game-changing. A new energy era for the Bahamas.
Did you know you can pay your bills on the Cash and Go app?
For real?
Transfer funds internationally, right from the Cash and Go app.
See, Dad? I told you.
Did you know that you can apply for a loan right on the Cash and Go app?
No way!
Pay staff right from the Cash and Go app.
Well, Moto. It's the app for me.
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 Together, we build a future of innovation. History in the making. Introducing the first painted coin issued into circulation in our 50-year history. The Bahamas 25-cent coin. Join us in commemorating the 50th anniversary of the Central Bank of the Bahamas Together, we thrive.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Bahamas Striping Group of Companies.
It's projected that this year, Africa will account for 11 of the world's 20 fastest growing economies. The continent set to remain the second fastest growing region behind Asia. And fresh on the heels of the AFREXIM annual meeting, the Caribbean is being urged to embrace all that is available through trade with Africa. Following the conference, Barbados Prime Minister Mia Mottley spoke to reporters about the significant role the African Export-Import Bank has played in helping the Caribbean.
This may have started for the public with respect to the Trade and Investment Forum, but deep in the middle of COVID, when we talked about African Medical Supplies Platform when I was chairing CARICOM, and I brought CARICOM to the table to work with the African Union, the African Exim Bank was critical in terms of underwriting the purchases of the therapeutics, the equipment, and the vaccines for those who wanted to use that pooled procurement platform.
During the three-day conference at the Baha Resort, the bank signed a number of MOUs with countries and institutions, including a $30 million loan with the Bahamas for the revitalization of the former International Bazaar and surrounding area in Freeport. Prime Minister Mottley is happy to see Caribbean countries embrace the bank and, by extension, the African continent, although more has to be done to impact ordinary people both in this region and in Africa.
While we are seeing the movement at the institutional level, and we're seeing it grow now at the level of businessmen and financiers, I want to see it at the level of ordinary people. And that's where the issue of transport, access to transport comes in.
Meantime, the AFREXIM meeting and forum can be considered a bridge between the Caribbean and Africa. Lloyd Allen joins us from Baha with more. Good evening, Lloyd.
Well, good evening, Makushla, and good evening, Bahamas. More than 4,000 delegates attended the recent 2024 Africa Import-Export Bank Trade and Investment Forum held right here at the Baha Resort Convention Center. The event giving both Bahamian and African-based entrepreneurs a chance to showcase their products and services with the goal of networking. But as the dust settles on this recent conference, its impact continues to resonate.
I think there's a lot of similarities and a good experience. African culture has been very similar and very strong.
The relationship that the African nation and the Caribbean nation are trying to foster together, I think it's incredible.
It's about network and then to see the certain product that's available over here that people don't know about. And the things that people here also don't know about Africa. This forum offered us the opportunity.
But even as major deals were being signed, there were similar but crucial conversations in motion, connecting Africa with the Bahamas, not just for sun, sand, and sea, but digital business.
So far, Canoe actually has liaison with a few of the banks here. We've actually made contact with about 4 of them so far. And what we're trying to do is help them introduce themselves to the Bahamian market using our Canoe platform and our various features like our NFC rings, our NFC bands, and our ID badges that are used at some of the high schools right now.
So because the candles are multi-purpose and they are able to double as massage oils, everybody loves them. Everybody wants to use them.
And so it's really cool to just be able to, one, talk about our language with people who are not Bahamian and get them into the dialogue about why our culture and our language is important, and then also to get their feedback on their languages.
The AFREXIM conference also attracting some American-based businesses keen on entering the Caribbean and African marketplace, like Houston-based SIBS International.
I do commodity trading. I've been doing business in the Caribbean islands, trading other commodities, you know, from rock, sandstone, concrete, cement, things of that nature. But I'm now doing business in Africa, specifically in Ghana.
With the AFREXIM Bank facilitating its annual general meeting here, inviting major African stakeholders, many say the connections made paved the way for a major benefit.
Access. Just access to people that you just normally wouldn't typically get a chance to get to.
Now, Makusha, what's most significant specifically for Bahamian-based businesses, both observers and attendees of the recent conference, they say if they're able to break into the African market, as it has proven to be quite lucrative, while commerce in the Bahamas could be set for new highs. Reporting from the Bahama Resort for the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Lloyd Allen. Makushla.
Thanks, Lloyd. Tonight, a consumer alert as thieves appear to be on the hunt. Their target, commercial-sized propane tanks. In this next report, Corval Pyfrom shows us how determined crooks carried out a recent brazen assault on one local diner.
Look closely at these images captured on surveillance tape as these brazen thieves carry out their attack on popular Palmdale eatery, Chefy's Deli and Grill. The thieves will stop at nothing to get what they want. And what they want on this particular morning? The restaurant's 500-pound propane tank.
On Sunday, actually, we got a call from our gas man when he came to give us our weekly fill that there was no gas tank.
Rashawn Thompson manages the restaurant.
That the thieves came early Sunday morning at around 9-ish, 10-ish, and they took our gas tank.
The details of how these bandits gained access to the premises, breached the locks, and managed to move this 150-gallon tank are almost comical when you hear it. But to the folks here at Chefy's Deli and Grill, it's no laughing matter, and now they are calling on authorities to turn up the heat on these crooks.
The tank was well secured. It was chained down. It was on a concrete podium. The bottom of the tank was in the concrete.
So this was well planned and well orchestrated.
It was well planned because we saw that they cut the wires to the camera what is facing the gas tank, but the other cameras caught pieces and bits and pieces of them moving throughout the yard.
The thieves hiding their faces with T-shirts, none of them appearing to weigh more than 150 pounds, explaining why they wrestled hard to get the tank off the ground. Compounding their situation, their getaway vehicle, a Nissan Cube. So it's small enough to fit into a car, or I would think they were using a truck, eh?
No, it's a big tank, but they fit it inside a cube. They fit it inside a cube. They reversed the cube right up to the gate, and they tried. How big it is, 3 of them couldn't even lift it. 3 of them couldn't lift the tank. So they had to drag and roll.
Making matters worse, it's not the first time Chefy's has been hit like this.
Because it's very expensive. Yeah. And to keep replacing that over and over and over again, it's taxing.
So the folks at Chefy's are asking that if you recognize any member of this band of thieves, contact authorities to stop them from what they're cooking up next. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Well, we still have more news to come, but Marcellus Hall has a look at what's coming up in sports. Marcellus?
Coming up in sports for tonight, our men's national basketball team going to the final paces. We'll tell you what's ahead for them just ahead in sports.
If you see news in the making, call ZNS News at 502-3800 or email us at znsnews@gmail.com.
At the 31st African Export-Import Bank annual meetings held in Nassau, Deputy Prime Minister and Minister of Tourism, Investments and Aviation, the Honorable Chester Cooper, delivered remarks aimed at strengthening the economic ties between Africa and the Caribbean.
As Minister of Tourism, let me say again, welcome to the Bahamas. And I hope that you are experiencing why we say it's better in the Bahamas. And we are currently in talks with several African airlines about direct flights to the Bahamas. For Africa and the Caribbean, we need to be serious and intentional about joint ventures. We need to be serious about trade agreements and truly make the African Continental Free Trade Agreement and the POPs payment solutions work for this 6th region of Africa. And we need to continue to be serious about sticking together to change the paradigm. The Bahamas has already signed an MOU with Afrexim Bank for the development of an Afro-Caribbean marketplace designed to empower Bahamians in the creative industries and to boost trade between the Bahamas, the Caribbean, and African nations. I'm extremely excited to see this vision coming out of the ground in Grand Bahama, and we thank you for your partnership. We must own our destiny and drive our economic prosperity. We must not only bridge the divide that history created, but we must also seize this opportunity to build a new history together. We are open for business in the Bahamas. We are open for business in the Caribbean, and we're ready to move.
For more tourism updates, visit Tourism Today or Bahamas.com. I'm Michael Miller, and
I feel like fathers are so important in all kids' lives. My dad, he was my inspiration growing up. He taught us that hard work and grit. And, you know, it was a little tricky being coach and athlete, but I loved every bit of it. I don't think that I would have had the success that I have today if it wasn't for my dad being involved. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers around the world. Thank you for all that you do for us. We love you. Alive. Believe, invest.
For all of life's twists, turns, and defining moments, RBC is open for all of you. Over a decade ago, the Bahamas Striping Group of companies was birthed out of a passion to change the way we travel. From only a $5,000 grant, the tenacity and work ethic has propelled BSGC to one of the leading road management companies in the Caribbean. We pride ourselves on going the extra mile where others won't, through the use of our state-of-the-art equipment and our certified team. Although the success is commendable, the road has been long. Yet, the mission continues in striving to be a world-class organization ran by Bahamians for Bahamians. With the help of our experienced and hardworking team, we at the Bahamas Striping Group of companies are committed to making a difference, one road at a time.
Throughout history, from bartering in ancient markets to the invention of paper currency, convenience has been at the heart of the way we pay. As time marched on, so have we, from barter to cash and cash to digital. Whether you pay with an online bank transfer, digital wallet, or contactless card, with digital payments, options abound. The world never stops evolving, and neither should you. Choose freedom, choose flexibility, choose convenience. The future of pay is digital. Visit us online at livedigitalbahamas.com and on social media.
We all know that our country's electricity infrastructure is decades old. It is breaking down, it is too expensive, and it cannot transmit clean energy. Small changes aren't enough. We are taking it all on. Upgrading and modernizing the grid, solar power, major energy reform. That's how we get to lower prices and more reliable electricity. It will not happen overnight, but it will be game-changing. A new energy era for the Bahamas.
Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station. Open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
Comfort Suites wants to thank residents for holding their hand through the COVID-19 pandemic. According to officials, residents made up the majority of sales at the Paradise Island property, keeping business thriving through a rough time. As an act of appreciation, the all-Bahamian managed resort felt it necessary to give back to local patrons with a summer sale. Rooms are now available at $150. Guests will experience 23 remodeled junior suites along with access to Atlantis Paradise Island, free Wi-Fi and parking. Add to that, the all-Bahamian summer promotion allows kids 11 years and under to stay, play and eat free.
We're here today at the Mall Marathon to talk about our refurbished, renewed, and refreshed furniture. As you see behind us, we're promoting it. It's giving you an idea of what you can experience when you come over to Comfort Suites Paradise Island. So we refurbish our furniture the ending part of November into the first week of December. So we just want our general public to know that, hey, we're open. We are always upgrading our product, our services. Even now, coming up, our lobby, we're about to enhance our lobby. So when you come every time, we want to be able to say that there's a new product out there for our locals.
Comfort Suites officials took over the mall at Marathon this weekend to promote their new brand. Resort officials also welcomed potential job applicants.
So we do have a few openings that are available. You can come on over to their desk, scan in the QR code, and you can view the current available positions and feel free to apply. We are looking for the sweetest people to join the sweetest team to live on the sweetest side of paradise.
Well, still to come, our feature, Fathers Honored. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. There's more news in a moment.
Catch yourself, keep moving, and do well. Advice offered by Education Minister Glenys Hannah Martin as she spoke to young ladies during her recent tour of the Transitional Alternative Program for Students, TAP, a Ministry of Education program which supports at-risk female high school students.
Keep going. Don't make the same mistake twice. You know what Einstein said? Someone keeps doing the same thing over and over with no result. That's the sign of insanity. The weaker you are, the more vulnerable you are to failure or destruction. There's enough to work on building on yourself so you can navigate and survive the crazy world.
TAP's acting principal, Cora Ching, says the program seeks to create a loving, dynamic environment that promotes academic excellence and a change in attitude and behavior for girls who've shown disruptive behavior in the normal school setting. She added that the school's goal is to assist girls in working through their emotional issues to grow in a positive self-image.
I hope to see you in September on the campus. Focused, high-performing, serious. That's what I hope. So I don't expect to see you on here again. You will just listen. That's all we won't be back here, right?
I'm Adama Williams for Ed Talk.
Are you a business with 3 or more vehicles looking for the perfect fueling solution? Well, look no further.
I can go to any Rubis service station and get fast and easy service without any form of payment.
I can top up my fuel account and generate reports anytime online.
We at Wildflowers enjoy significant savings from fraud reduction. The Rubis system provides optimum security and peace of mind.
Email BahamasSales@rubis-bahamas.com to sign up now.
Are you or a loved one under medical care? Do you need affordable medical supplies?
Ports International is the largest home healthcare supplier. Medical supplies at the very best price. And you can even shop online. From hospital beds to wound care, wheelchairs to walkers, Ports is a one-stop shop for your medical supplies, and we accept insurance. We have online shopping and 2 locations to serve you, at the Airport Industrial Park and Shirley Street. We also ship to the Family Islands. Shop online and visit us on Facebook. Call Ports at 377-1771.
The Big Yard, the place to be next week as the Andros Crab Fest gets off the ground. Organizers here in the capital are busy getting the site ready for the event.
We're doing the painting, the fencing, all of the stalls, make sure everything is, all the grounds and everything is in top shape. At the same time, we are now just galvanizing all the material needed to make sure that is done. And then now we're in Nassau now, meeting with the entertainers, reassuring them that Craft Fest this year will be strictly all Bahamian entertainers.
And speaking about entertainers, among the group, Sweet Emily.
What I like about Craft Fest is that they always try to include all of the entertainers in the country. And I think people can come out and have a good time. I think we know it's be hot, so we want to make sure that people are hydrated. And I can let you all know now, based on what you all see here, it can really be hot.
Well, it's time now for a check on Family Island weather with Chief Meteorologist Basil Dean, who's here again to tell us how hot it will be in terms of the weather.
Well, thank you, Makisha. The tropics is heating up, creating some talking points as well, and we'll talk more about those points later in the newscast, so stay tuned. Now, temperature-wise, it's going to be heating up, and we will discuss that later on as well. Right now, though, we have partly cloudy skies, temperature a warm 83 degrees, the relative humidity at 72%, east-northeast winds at 12 miles per hour, and that's a good thing. We have an elevation in our winds. We'll bring some relief over the next several days. Barometric pressure, 1,014.0 millibars. That's 30.05 inches. Now, your temperatures around the islands this evening. In Marshall, Abaco, 83 degrees. Green Tulkey at 82. Freeport, 82 degrees. Berry Islands, 82. Isle of Sound, Bimini at 85. Over in Hopper Island, 84. Rock Sound, Eleuthera, 84. Fresh Creek in Central Andros, 83 degrees. 82 in Kemp Space, South Andros. Black Point, Exuma at 83. Out of St. Cat Island, 82, 83s in San Salvador and in Rumkey. Georgetown, Exuma, warmer still at 86 degrees, 83 in Ragged Island, Clarence Sound, Long Island, and Crooked Island. Over in Betsy Bay, Megona, 86. Acklands, 87 degrees. Matthew Town, Inago, 85. And the Turks and Caicos Islands at 83 degrees. Now, your boating forecast tonight in the northwestern central islands. Easterly winds at 15 to 20 knots. The wave heights 4 to 6 feet. So caution flags are in place for boaters in the northwestern central islands tonight. Now, your low tide, that will take place at 11:52. And for the southeast bound, easterly winds at 10 to 15 knots, and the wave heights 2 to 4 feet. And then on Tuesday through Wednesday, for all areas, we will have that zonal flow, meaning winds blowing from the east at 15 to 20 knots, wave heights 4 to 7 feet. So the caution flag will then be in place for the entire 700 islands. Low tide will occur at 11:41 in the morning, and that's on Tuesday, with a high tide at 6:11 in the afternoon. That's going to do it for your boating forecast. It's time now for your international temperatures, and they're brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Where you think this man is, man? All day I be home with these little baby kids. And he reach for me. Huh? Well, anyway, I gonna fall down the road to see if he down this place down the road. And if he down there, there's gonna be some problems. Because guess what? I got a headache and I tired, man. Every other night, Andrew would call round 8.
And that's going to do it for your international temperatures, brought to you by Royal Star Assurance. But stay tuned. Extended weather forecast is still ahead.
Want to have your voice heard? Send your letters to the editor to digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. Share your thoughts on current events or positive stories within your community. That's digitalmedia@znsbahamas.com. We want to hear from you.
Hey, Mom. Can you look after Kaylee?
Sorry. I'll be out for a while dealing with my home and car insurance.
What? You know there's a newer way, right?
A new way?
Where have you been? Look, go to newerinsurance.com, log in, get your quote, buy your insurance, done. You can even use it to manage your claim.
Oh? By the way, it's not newer. It's N-U-A. Where's she been?
Do it anyway with NUA Insurance Agents and Brokers.
For hurricane season, we got impact windows and doors. For protection, just come to our store. Plus we got tiles to pretty up your walls and your floors. We'll help you brighten up for that big bad storm. Porcelain tiles, blank tiles, mosaic tiles, a variety of styles. Before teens get right, they gotta be rough. That's why we got the best deals in the whole Bahamas. Hey, hey.
If you're shopping and saving, you must be at Super Value or Quality Supermarkets. Rainbow corned beef, 12-ounce, $2.15. Seabass chunk tuna, 5-ounce, 2 for $1.89. Country Barn mayonnaise, 30-ounce, $3.69. Danish spare ribs, $2.99 per pound. Sunny Delight Smooth or Tangy, 64-ounce, 2 for $5. Jumping for joy this June with the specials at Super Value and Quality Supermarkets.
The most important thing in life is family, and whenever you need reliable advice, you look to the people you know you can trust. At J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers, we earn our clients' trust every day. Whether it's home, motor, travel, or commercial insurance, we've got you covered. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Well, welcome to your ZNS Total Sports Check on a Monday, everybody. I'm Marcellus Hall, our senior men's national basketball team. They're set to leave town tomorrow for training camp in Houston, Texas. The team will be making a final push to qualify for the upcoming Olympic Games in Paris. National team coach Chris DeMarco has been putting that team through their paces and talked about what's ahead.
The idea is to get the most talented Bahamian players together for the first time in one spot. Now there will be some people missing, some people overseas. We can't get everybody, but it's been a ton of work from the Federation, and you know, just to get everybody out and organized logistically, it can be a nightmare. So we're really happy right now where it's at and looking forward to getting ready. We go to Greece for 2 exhibition games, one against Montenegro, one against Greece, and then we go to Valencia, Spain for the qualifiers.
Coach DeMarco saying that the main focus of the training camp and exhibition games will be to develop team chemistry quickly.
So the biggest thing is always going to be about chemistry, and can our individuals come together as a team and sacrifice and all head in the right direction in a short amount of time, and we did that last summer, and that's going to be the same goal this time around. And we understand really what's at stake. We understand how much it would matter to the Bahamas. We understand the importance of what we're about to participate in, and everybody's truly excited for it, and you know, we'll give it our best.
Yesterday, not only Father's Day, but also Track Meet Day with the hosting of the NACAC New Life Invitational over at the Thomas A. Robinson Stadium. High jumper Donald Thomas, competing in the men's high jump, would set a new meet record, a clearance of 2.29 meters. The veteran pleased with his performance in front of the home crowd.
And I feel good. I always appreciate coming home and representing in front of the Bahamian crowd. It's an honor and privilege to be here, and I just wanted to put on a show.
Now, sprinter Antoine Andrews also feeling pretty good after tying the national record in the hurdles in a time of 13.35 seconds.
Seeing that I had so much adversity in the college season over the hurdles, and to finally come out here and execute, so win legal PR is a blessing. Can't complain.
And Thea Charlton competing in the long jump, where she finished first, a best jump of 6.50 meters. She, too, feeling pretty good.
I was a wee bit tired after the 4x1, but I mean, I've been doing it all season, 4x1, then long jump, so it didn't take me too long to recover. And then energy from the crowd-wise is always good to compete at home. I had people calling my name when I was on the runway, all of that, so it was real good.
And another chance for young Bahamians to learn from one of the legends of their sport. Female Basketball Hall of Famer Cheryl Swoops will be in town taking part in a local camp. Charles Fisher has the story.
Husband and wife team of Bahamian Jason Edgecombe and Dr. Tina Hill Edgecombe is bringing the Health Matters Camp to the Kendall Isaacs Gym June 20th and 21st. Girls and boys from the age of 8. Girls will go from 8 a.m. to 12 noon and the boys after 1 to 5 each day.
We want to get the kids more exposure right now. We want to start at a young age. You know, they're starting at college level. We want to start at the grassroots. I think if we get a hold of the kids at a young age, we could actually deter their mind right now and change a lot of stuff that's going on. We have to get them young. So my job is to try to get them young, and my job is to try to get them in school and get a better education in this country.
The premise of it is actually to promote sports participation among young females and male athletes. Also, the premise of the two-day camp is to expose the youth to professional talent. We're going to bring the talent to them for exposure, and we want them to have the same opportunities to go to college. We want them to have the same opportunities to be able to play in the WNBA or the NBA, and moreover, be able to come back to this country and really produce and be effective and productive citizens.
The campus will receive top-notch instructions.
We have 14-year veteran Mike James, and we also have WNBA superstar Cheryl Swoops. We live in Houston, Texas, and I'm a former professional Rockets cheerleader. I'm also a former professional athlete as well. So we have a lot of business connections. We have a lot of friends. So that was a phone call away. They are already excited to get here, and they're coming. We want the kids to have the same opportunities that the kids that can afford to pay. If there's a camp that's going to be $100, this is free for those kids that can't even think about paying anything. We want the parents to just drop them off and get that same basic fundamentals. They're going to be teaching dribbling, the technique, dribbling, passing, shooting, IQ, technique. It should be free of charge. Everybody should have the same opportunity.
This camp not only about bowling.
We want to teach the kids valuable lessons, not only basketball, valuable lessons in terms of being a man, understanding what we have to do as man and woman to be leaders in this community right now. This is what we're looking for, and it starts with us.
Once again, June 20th and 21st, Kendall G. Isaacs Gym, free of charge. For ZNS Total Sports, I'm Charles Fisher.
And that's it. Your check on sports for you here on this Monday. Our Monday weather is just ahead. Stay with us.
This is ZNS Total Sports.
Are you a business with 3 or more vehicles looking for the perfect fueling solution? Well, look no further.
I can go into any Rubis service station and get fast and easy service without any form of payment.
I can top up my fuel account and generate reports anytime online.
We at Wildflowers enjoy significant savings from fraud reduction. The Rubis system provides optimum security and peace of mind.
Email bahamashales@rubis-bahamas.com to sign up now.
Health is the greatest gift. That's where we come in. Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies is a premier distributor of medical equipment, as well as medical and surgical consumables. Our engineers are always on hand, providing top care service that saves lives. We carry a wide selection of over-the-counter and prescription items, IV fluids, and other injections. Our products are state-of-the-art, and our entire team stays on top of cutting-edge technology. With more than 2 decades of dedicated service, Bahamas Medical and Surgical Supplies continues to be a trendsetter and innovator in healthcare. We have set ourselves apart by truly caring for our customers. We understand the intricacies of healthcare, and we produce spectacular results. We cherish our partnerships and nurture our friendships as we continue on our quest to help everyone maintain that wonderful gift of good health.
Find us on 95th Terrace, Centerville, and now located in the Lucaya Shopping Center of Freeport, Grand Bahama.
This year, we were proud to introduce our theme, Under the Sea, and bring awareness to the importance of sustainable fishing and conservation of our amazing marine resources like lobster, the Nassau grouper, and conch. Moving forward, every Boxing Day, The group will focus on a new cause as aligned with our key brand pillars and engaging an iconic Bahamian musician to create and perform a song to promote that cause.
Protecting the environment, boy. 35 years as the mayor of the Bahamas.
Time now for weather.
In our final look at weather, we continue to monitor two areas in the tropics. The first is just several hundred miles to the east of the northwest Bahamas. This area of low pressure is expected, well, it's giving it about a 20% chance of developing, and so it's a very low chance of developing over the next several days as it treks towards the west and west-northwest. Now, that will certainly affect the Grand Bahama and Abaco area with some showers, so even if it does not develop into anything, we expect it to be a rain-producing system as it heads more towards the east coast of the United States, which should make landfall there sometime around Thursday of this week before trekking more towards the north and then northeast. And then we're looking at a second area here in the Gulf of Mexico. This one is potential tropical cyclone number 1. The Hurricane Center has given this system an 80% chance of developing over the next couple of days, but the good news for us is that it will be pulling away towards the west, so Mexico will be the landfall of that system. And once again, whether it develops or not into a tropical system, which we believe it will, though, it's going to create lots of rainfall over Central America, spreading right into the Mexico area over the next several days. And then our satellite picture supporting what we've just said. You're seeing now that circulation taking place here just to the west of the Yucatan Peninsula. That's where most of the heavy showers are. And there's some feeder bands wrapping right around that system. All of this will be advected towards the west over the next several days. And then the one near us, well over to the east of the Bahamas, you see that little area trying to form there. Once it gets going, as I said, that will spread and elevate our rain showers over the extreme northwest Bahamas this coming weekend. So look for some showers over the weekend, which will be heavy at times around the Grand Bahama and Abaco areas. Tonight, breezy this evening, otherwise patchy clouds and warm with a couple of showers developing later on tonight, with your low temperature getting down to 79 degrees. And tomorrow, windy with periods of clouds and sunshine, high temperature 89 degrees. The extended weather forecast is looking like this. Rains in the forecast beginning on Wednesday. Get a little slight break on Thursday, but things will intensify as we get into Friday, and that will carry us right through the weekend with some of the wet stuff, which will be light for us here in the capital. But as I mentioned earlier, those showers could be heavy at times in the Grand Bahama and the Abaco area. Mikishla?
Well, thanks, Basil. And this past weekend, 25 of the country's top fathers given high honors during a glitzy gala at the Atlantis Resort. Desmond Saunders was there.
Behind the peak lapels, black tuxedos, and pageantry, these 25 Bahamian men stand as distinguished titans in the fields of business, arts, religion, and politics. More significant, their invaluable contributions and roles of fathers within the Bahamian society, earning them lasting tributes during the Fox Foundation's Legacy of Leaders Gala at the Atlantis Paradise Island Resort.
You go through life doing what you do. It's doing what you feel you're called and assigned to do.
It's really a reflection of one's work, life's work, and efforts towards national development generally.
The whole essence of being honored is not to be looked at the way you're at, but what all of us had to overcome to get to where we're at.
I'm encouraged that we're still focusing in on the role that men play in our community, and saying to men, whether they are biological fathers or not, but mentor young people, that we have to continue to fill the gap to make sure that young men have, and children in general, have role models.
Most would agree that fathers occupy a critical role in a child's development. Even more significant, active father involvement translates into stronger families and better communities. Brainchild of the Legacy of Leaders Father's Day tribute, Adrian Fox believes the event was monumental.
We have to appreciate our fathers as well, you know. We always do for our mothers, so I think that it's time to appreciate our fathers, because, you know, the father is one of the columns in your life that hold the family together.
Dr. Adrian Fox secured the Legacy Builder Award. Prime Minister, the Honorable Philip Davis, receiving the Visionary Father of the Year Award. Police Chief of the Miami Beach Police Department, Wayne A. Jones, given the Inspirational Leader honors, and former Prime Minister, the Right Honorable Perry Christie, was bestowed the Lifetime Achievement Award.
High salutes to 25 outstanding men who've made significant strides towards the growth and development of the Bahamas. The Fox Foundation continuing this event next year, bigger and better. Desmond Saunders, The Bahamas Tonight.
Well, thanks, Desmond, and certainly congratulations to all the awardees. That does it for The Bahamas Tonight. Thank you for continuing to make ZNS your first choice for news and information. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better than ZNS. From all of us here at ZNS, thank you for watching and good night.
From June 1st to November 30th, the ZNS Radio and Television Network is the #1 source in the Bahamas for hurricane information before, during, and after a storm. Now is the time to choose your radio and television hurricane season ad packages. Get extra special rates and run the ads only when you want them to run. Call the ZNS sales office today at 502-3800.
It's a joy, to help someone who is in need,
I'm proud to know that we are able to accommodate them with a hot meal, fresh meal, and a well-balanced meal.
A lot of our clients, as you know, it's in the inner city and persons who